Welcome to this out-of-box first impressions of the Syma X8C Venture. So right away, the box is quite compact, and you see the picture of the quad right there, and it also has the camera showing you that it has a camera function. Head-free is basically headless mode. 360E version basically is your flip, 6-axis gyro stabilization system, and 2-megapixel camera. It is also 2.4 gigahertz for those who are interested in that. On the side of the box, there's the technical data. It says, and then it shows that it has a 2000 milliamp lithium-ion battery. I think it's a LiPo battery. And then the height, 199 millimeters, 500 millimeter width, and 500 millimeter length. Charger, all that. Safety precautions, made in China. This one is the white one. On the side of the box, you have notes for installation of the props and the safety prop guards. There's AB. Although I think a quad this size, there's really not much point to two prop guards, I think. And I wouldn't really fly this indoors unless if you have a really big indoor house, living room or something. And there's the controller, and it shows you all the buttons, what they do. Alright, let's get to what's actually inside the box. So inside the box, you get it like this. Alright, so here's the quad right away. Here's the quadcopter. Here's a quadcopter package like this. It's big. Syma X8C. On each of the motors, you'll notice there's A and there's B. A and B. And this will help you with your props when you're installing them. There's also these pins with the metal rods in it, in between, that holds it in place. The instruction manual will tell you how to install those exactly. And there are LCD lights underneath. On-off switch, which is a really good feature for quadcopters, where you put it in the battery, you plug it in. Something that's interesting is, compared to Flying Ryan RC's plug, it's different. This is round. For Flying Ryan RC's X8C, it's like a squarish, more rigid kind of texture or shape. There's space for the battery. Close it. And with the on-off switch, you can just turn it on whenever you're ready to fly. That's nice. Syma. So then you have your adapter charger in this box right here. I already took it out. Depending on where you are, where you live, you should be able to contact the seller that you need the appropriate plug. So this is the US North American plug-in. This is your, I guess it's the balance charger, 10 volts. And you also have the prop guards installed or put nicely there. On the flip side, you also have your set of props, AB props. Set of AB props. AB props. And your transmitter. Here's your transmitter. Up, down, throttle, your rudder, forward, backward pitch, left, right, and this is your on-off switch. This is your up. Up is picture, down is photo, and then your trim buttons. It's a pretty nice hobby grade style controller. Something to mention is that some sites will say that it needs 6 AA batteries, but it actually only needs 2, I think. And then for the one that I received, there are 2 foam inserts in between the 2, like in the extra 2 spaces, where I don't know what it's for, but my guess is that it's for the future, or like the newer models of the X8W, the Wi-Fi version, or the FPV Wi-Fi, yeah, the Wi-Fi versions, which would probably need 6 batteries, though I'm not sure. Can't confirm that really. So there's the transmitter, And underneath the props you have your legs, as well. Underneath the transmitter you have your screws, your screwdriver, and then these little pegs, silver pegs, that will go on top of your props and screw on your props. So that's what you get in the box, out of the box actually. And once your quad is put together, this is what it looks like. And this is pretty big. It is a big quad. There's a camera, I forgot to mention earlier. There's the camera, and there's this plug-in here that plugs in for the camera. Also for the camera, 2 megapixel camera, it comes with a 4GB memory card that's already inside the camera. As you can see right here. Oh, it's upside down. If that'll focus. Well, anyways, it's a 4 gigabyte memory card. So nice big memory card for a 2 megapixel camera recording. Now, something that's nice is that this camera can be adjusted. You can go way downwards, fly up, and way downwards to angle, like record angles, or just straight like that. You can adjust it. However, the camera quality on this quad for this camera is just not really that good. If you want, you should probably install your own camera, and there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube that try to mount on the Xiaomi Yi action camera or the SJ4000s or even GoPro. Yeah, and I will probably do a separate video on seeing if this quad can lift a Xiaomi Yi action camera and how it performs. So I guess the final thing I want to cover, or 2 final things, is the battery. The battery is 2000 milliamp hours. Already mentioned on the box, but here's the battery. That's what it looks like. And the final thing is I want to compare it to a tin of pop, or a can of Coke, I guess you would say. I would say. So there's what it looks like compared to a can of pop, Coca-Cola. I was not endorsed or sponsored by Coca-Cola. I'm just using it as a reference for those who are watching to see that this quad is pretty big. This quad is pretty big. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this quad. Not sure if I mentioned the LED lights. So there are LED lights that are on the bottom. They're nice and big. I think it's good for night flying. It's nice and bright. Front is red, and the green is the back for your orientation, night flying, or even during the day you can see it. One thing I will also mention, although I said the can of pop was the last thing, but when the camera is recording, there is a red light that will blink recording, but it's really hard to see because the way it's encased, it's just hard to see. So you don't really know if it's actually recording or not. I will also mention that these are brush motors. Brush motors. So there's a difference between brushed and brushless motors. Brushless motors generally are more energy efficient, as well as don't require that much maintenance. Brush motors. So that was brushless motors, and then brush motors, which is what this quad has, is motors that will burn out more quickly and will require more maintenance over time. Just depends when. And yeah, so there's the out of box review talk of the Syma X8C. I will also mention that I'm not sponsored in any way by this quadcopter. I use my own money to purchase it, and so what you see in this video, what you hear in this video, is my unfiltered thoughts. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video.